Okay, hello folks. Hello, welcome, welcome. Whoop. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How's it going? Let's see who's here. Conan, Funky, hello. Juantagon, how are you? Oatster, Cheese Tomato Toasty, buh, hello. ODM, hello. Yo. Ewan, hello. Nine Walker, Diego package got delivered. Peace of mind. Yes, I got it. I got it. It's all good. I got it. I just haven't opened it, but it's intact. I literally just got it from the mailbox like 5 minutes ago. So I got it. All right, folks. So today is I guess big build. We have the prototype for the CK980C, which is a case modeled after the layout of the Leopold FC980C. There is an interest check on Keycaps with all the details. CannonKeys also has like a coming soon sort of page as well. I can actually add those both of those links to the build command. Maybe I should do that. There. They have a GB thread now, actually. Just saw. Okay, so so today's build is actually going to be an MX build. The EC build was already done. I'm not sure who did this one. Maybe it was the CK team. Maybe it was Sibula. I'm not sure, but basically it uses this EC980C PCB. By SIP, and it's already pre-assembled here with this is a brass plate, and this has DynaCap parts, and so yeah, and as you can see, obviously the brass is completely raw, so you can definitely tell that, you know, it has tarnish and all sorts of marks and all that stuff. You know, that's just the nature of raw brass, uncoated brass. So yeah. So let's kind of go over the rest. And so for the MX build, which I'll be doing today, I have an FR4 plate, which has fixed layout like 625U and like regular ANSI stuff. We have a hot swap PCB here, also fixed because it's a prototype. Basically modeled after the original 980C layout, which uses 1.25U and 1U modifiers at the bottom row, and actually I think it's a 6U spacebar. Actually, I confused that. I think it is 6U. Which reminds me, I should check for wires. So there's that. And then so the case is over here. So this case, obviously it's a prototype that's been around. So this is the one that's been coming to meetups too, I think. But this prototype is a black and red prototype with a brass interior weight. So you can sort of see what it looks like. So it's sort of like, some parts are modeled after the Leopold board, and some parts are modeled sort of like, you know, per, you know, in this case, UPAs being the designers, like sort of spec. And so, you know, it has this like intentional seam. It has a very, very delicate, very small cherry style lip, which you can see at the bottom there. It has, you know, thinner bezels on the sides, thicker bezels in between the clusters and at the top and the bottom. This bubble logo slash sticker is optional. You can actually choose not to have it there. In this case, it's already pre-stuck on there. There are some light pipes here for the indicator LEDs. And then inside, you'll see the compartment for both the daughter board and the USB pass-through as well, which supports pretty much up to standard speeds for USB 3.0, which I think is like 5 gigabits per second or something like that. So pretty good. So yeah, I guess we can start maybe by demoing the EC build, and then we can do the MX build. So for the MX build, I have, you know, I said I have an FR4 plate, and I only have 3 switches ready that I have enough switches of, really, is what I'm trying to say. I have some MX Browns, which are lubed and filmed. I have the Nixies, which are also lubed and filmed. And I have these HMX Game 1989 Retros, which are just factory lubed. So 2 linears and 1 tactile. Unfortunately, I couldn't get like MX Clears ready for this, so I don't have MX Clears for this. So I have, you know, 3 different switches for the MX build that I can that we can choose from, and we'll just go with one of those. Personally, I'm kind of torn. It is an FR4 plate, so I'm not sure which one to use, but alas, some choices here. Juan Tagon says Browns. Yeah, we could do that. Alright, I guess for now, let's open up the case and put the internals in. Ooh, this has torque screws. So I think these are T8s. What is CannonKeys' obsession with FR4 plates? I do think Upas actually really likes FR4. Give me default alu plate, brochacho. I think you can, let me see actually what the, for the purchase though, I think it's different. So, let's see. So actually the regular kit actually comes with an alu plate by default. Their MX only like configuration has alu plate and the MX hot swap PCB, and then they have OEM EC compatible, which comes with a brass plate and EC PCB, and then Navy EC compatible, which is an alu plate and EC PCB. So it would come with alu plate for the default. Yeah. All right. So this is the top case. So you can see some light pipes already placed here with some gaskets to pretty much prevent them from coming out. Pretty nice. Want to put the cable on. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with the EC. So I'm putting the daughter board on first. Much thanks to Sipula for cooking up a proper USB 3 hub. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Also, this one is like a full proper hub. Like it's all in one. Pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, so here it says, I got some notes. USB hub is fully compliant with USB 3.0, 3.1 Gen 1, 5 gigabits per second specification. But basically, they're all equivalent naming, 3.0, 3.1, 3.2. Alright, so, oh, let me see. Is that DynaCap? Yeah, these currently does seem to have DynaCap parts. So, I'm assuming this is the top holder piece. So there are these 3 screws that I'm currently undoing that has essentially like an alignment and gasket holder piece for the top. The tubes needed some modification. You might see the issue when it's built. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. All right. I've seen some of the pre-release DynaCap 2s and they have a bit too much space for the wire. Ah, okay. I see. So for the EC, I just top mount this, right? Top or gasket both work? Oh, top or gasket both work. Let's try the top first since I'm already on it. Kind of want to try both though. Do I need to have that mid-piece thingy? Do I need to have this on? Always? Upas? Wait, actually, I guess not, since the gaskets are here. Right? It adds stability? Alright, more stability. Okay. I'm not against more stability. For the bottom back piece in particular. Part of the bottom case that goes above the accent. Okay. Oh, Sip is here. Hi. Hold on, these screws are different. The long one I assume is the middle screw. It's my T8. And these are the same. Okay. What weight are the domes in this build? The red ones, aren't those the 45-ish ones? With the ones that came with the red sliders. I think he always had 45 by default for all the demo stuff. I'm excited to get your thoughts on this. I can't afford it, so I have to live vicariously through you. That's totally fair. Big board in, big board out type of deal. Alright, need to put some keycaps on this, hey? So I guess for now, just say this is the EC build, right? Looped and silence ring the switches, okay. Let's see if how well I can type this without keycaps. Pretty well apparently. Is building, so this is currently built with DynaCap EC switches, 45 gram. They're mounted on a brass full plate. Stabilizers are just EC. I'm not sure if they're lubed or not. I think they're stock though. No cap typing test, surprisingly difficult. Just spacebar. It just sounds like a regular 1U. Oh, whoops. Forgot to delete AAN. Anyway, whatever. Some keycaps for this. I mean, I guess I can just bring something standard like WOB or something for now, and then we can put something else later too. Oh, without a space bar are much more cumbersome. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Okay, I'll just bring a keycap set. Just any of them is fine. Oh, but I have to have a 6U. Oh, I need to look at sets that have a, yeah, this is 6U, right? So what key sets do I have that have a 6U? I need to start marking my key sets that, like, cause there's sets that I just don't know if the kitting had the 6U or not. So I just need to like go back and like mark them all at once, so I don't like, I keep like forgetting which ones I do have 6Us for and not. The caps locks are slightly shifted during shipping. Oh, this? Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah. It'll be full caps only, not step to match the FC. Okay, well, I see that. That makes sense. So I do use like I use Notion to like track a bunch of stuff, or like, you know, like keep notes. But I just need to add a column that says 6U yes or no, essentially. That's the only thing, to be quite honest. Okay, I'll be right back. Let me just pick a set. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay. I brought Slasher that I think I have the spacebar kit for. Here. Centered 6U. Yeah, here, 6UC. Okay, cool. Alright, sweet. Okay. Uses like all 1Us down. Wait, no. Is it 1.25 and then 1? I don't remember. I think it was 1.25. It's the same on the other side. Okay. Oops. Mason Gray asks, please check my DN. Sorry, I am not qualified for this. This requires professionals to handle this problem. So I cannot check your DN. I suggest you seek a professional. Oops. Accidentally typed into the chat. And it typed R5. Big keyboard added again. Gosh. Man, earlier today I received an email from DHL because I've been like receiving boards for builds and stuff, and as of the past few, it's been email saying like, hey, time to pay up your customs, your import duties, and today's was hefty, to say the least. Oh, who's this? Oh, Black Simon. Hello, friends. How's it going? Hi, Simon. Thanks for the raid. What were you up to today? Okay. That's definitely a keyboard. Yep. Don't judge the DynaCap to use harshly because these are pre-release and have been improved. Oh, okay. Yeah, no worries. So I'll just put caps for now. Did you hear I yelled enough about no saying in bottom row? Oh. I guess that's fair. Wait, but is there gonna be an MX solderable PCB too, though? Would that come with different layout? Yeah, see, the universal one has 7U. Oh, I see. If you yeah. Universal, it says there's a 7U for it with 1.5U mods. Which I think that should, well, if it were me, I would just buy the solderable one, but totally get it if you're not looking to get a solderable case. Okay, here it is. I'll just put, I guess, pause. That should do it for the regular stuff. And then take the sticker off, fish smirk. I could. but I don't want to damage the side of it, you know? It's like one of those bubble ones. So if I poke it with something, it's gonna like look bad. Let's see, 0 dot, and then numpad stuff. Correct 1800 top row without duplicate numpad nav functionality. Yeah, actually the top here, maybe I'll just put delete on it because that's the only non-overlapping one right now. 5. Oops. 4, 2, and multiplying. Okay. GMK Slasher. Looks good. Alright. So I do believe the current DynaCap setup is completely stock, right? Upas. I think this is like not lubed or anything. So let's try it out. It was just for fitment and everything. Okay. Any red plate available? It has a brass plate on it right now. I lubed the one use. Oh, okay, but not the stabs, right? So the stabs, I shouldn't judge too harshly. Okay. So this is the EC build. This was already pre-built when the board got here. So I'm just putting it into the board and trying it out. That's what we're doing. And then after that, I'll be doing an MX build as well. We've reached out for vendors for Europe. Oh, nice. I wonder who's gonna do vendoring for you, actually. Will you be recording sound tests for both builds? Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do it for one for the EC and one for the MX. Although I'll put like a disclaimer on the thing that says like, oh, the stabs are not lubed, so you know if they don't sound great, then too bad, I guess. I mean, I could open it up and loop the stabs, I suppose. Try. Maybe I should, but yeah. Hi, what do you think is the reason for branding the board on the top of the keyboard? Well, I mean, designers put branding on their own stuff because they made it, I guess. I mean, that said, it is a sticker, so you can just not put it on. So the kit will come stickerless, completely stickerless. So you can decide to not put on a sticker. And you can infill, you can do whatever you want, you can make your own sticker, heck. You know. It's just a sticker, so you can decide not to put the sticker on. It's something that's actually addressed on the info page. If you don't put the sticker, it has an indent, then just I don't know, do something like creative with it. Yeah. What if I want it bigger? A professional could help you with that. There's a professional for everything, surely. All right, let's try this out. Unloop stabs completes the gamer red on black aesthetics. Partially true. Kind of agree. All right, let's try this out. So this is an all brass plate build, EC build with DynaCap proto parts. It is just pre-built with the one use were looped apparently, and this has silencing rings, and it should be the 45 gram variant of the DynaCap Doems and GMK Slasher. All right, here it is. backspaces. Oh, otherwise it sounds pretty good. As far as the EC components go, it sounds like an EC board. It sounds nice. If you like the layout, I think this is pretty good. It feels nice. Brass plate. You know, like real force boards come with steel plates, same with Leopold boards. So it's like that same like stiffness, but it feels nice. It feels nice. It feels like a proper Topper board. Which is nice because honestly, I personally am a little bit of a skeptical person when it comes to a little bit of a skeptic when it comes to non-OEM stuff. But I do think like the DynaCap stuff kind of nailed the OEM like feel, and now that it's like no interference, MX compatible, it's like amazing. That said, it is different from OEM still, like to some degree. Like the keycaps like work differently from OEM and that kind of stuff. But you know, as close as it gets to OEM without breaking the whole MX thing, which is nice. All right, just going through the mods. And for stock, this sounds good. Like the stabs. The backspace is a little atrocious, but yeah. And the enter. Great. Very rattly here. The vertical too sound pretty good. Yeah, so the 45 gram OEMs from the DynaCap series of parts does feel pretty close to 45 gram OEM. It kind of feels more like a fresh 45 gram OEM that comes out of you know, off the shelf when you buy like an HKB or something like that. So like light, snappy, not too like, you know, not like that like aged stone feel where it like has a bit of that like heavier return feel. It doesn't have that snappiness that's from like more aged domes that people talk about a lot, right? When it comes to domes, like it doesn't have that. It's more like that, more like, you know, just like softer, but you know, 45 gram feel that you get from a lot of OEM boards. From Topper, if you've tried. But yeah, it's pretty close to that, honestly. Like if I compare this to like a newer HKB that I have, it's pretty close. Sounds a bit louder than the Topper I'm used to. Yeah, I do tend to find that a lot of the third-party stuff is a little bit louder than OEM, even with silence. But there are some cases where I've heard pretty muted builds. I think might depend. Like also depends on how like heavy you lube, you know, your housings and stuff. So yeah. If you're looking for a CK980C type of experience, but in an alu case, this is honestly solid. It's really nice. If I were looking for this specifically, I would totally be okay with this. Like this sounds really nice and it looks good. I actually like this, like the touches, like here and there. Like I do like that this case is, you know, what is that? Wedge, shelf wedge thing, so I can actually hold it from the sides, and it's kind of heavy. The cherry lip is actually nice. The cherry lip actually looks good when you have these exploded arrows. So I personally am a fan of cherry lip because it reminds me a lot of the OG Cherry 1800 board, where it has the cherry lip, obviously. But it looks better when you have these exploded arrows, in my opinion. But that's just me. But yeah, it's quite nice. Quite nice. Oh, this is a little tight. Okay, so I guess that's the EC build. So we do have USB 3 pass-through as well, which is pretty cool. But quite solid. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and move along. And so we are going to do the MX build now. So we have a hot swap PCB over here. Pretty much the same layout. I do need to check for 6U wires, actually. So give me a second. Where's my stabilizer back? 6U. Upas. I'm not sure if I got sent 6U stuff, but I can check in my personal stuff. If not, I'll steal it from. Oh no, that's different, I think. This was for the Lily, but it's YIKB stabs, but there's this, no, that's 625. Yeah, the plate is fixed. It's the plate. It's the plate. It's okay. It's okay. I'm pretty sure I have one somewhere. I just need to find it. It just takes me a little time to find stuff when I don't plan out for it. Especially like 6U is like one of those things that it's like pretty sure I have stuff for it, but I don't know where I put it. Avenue. Actually, what's this? Nope, that's 625. Oh, is this? Let's see. Let's see. Ooh, yes, I found some. Sick. All right. I'm not sure if I can use this wire with a TX stab though, because TX stabs seem to not work with every wire out there for whatever. I mean, every wire out there. So I might use a cherry stab for the spacebar. I think I'm gonna do that instead. I'm gonna just use a regular cherry stab for the spacebar. Funnily enough, the 6U that I have, the wire that I have here is one of, I think it's one of yours. It's one of the CK wires. I have a few of the 3U and 6U that I was sent like a long time ago. I don't know for what, but it was something else. I was sent that a long time ago. Okay, cool. I have some TXAP stabs that I was sent here with the kit. So I'm gonna go ahead and use those. I'll use that for this, for the 2Us. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Probably for the Misc, I think we should probably include a 6U wire for each Navy MX version of the board in the GB2. Yeah, I think having 6U, if because the kit itself is a 6U compatible thing, I think the wire probably should just be part of the kit. Because I don't think a lot of people have 6U wires, even if it's like spare from other builds. Like most people will have the spare 625s or 7Us, but 6U is pretty rare. So it would be a good idea to put that into the kit. Okay. Now, I have a plethora of extra TX wires, so I don't need a 2U here. Just need a wire for it. Okay. Alright. Time to loop stabs. Terry love only. Oh my. All right. Okay. Let's break in some of these clips a little bit. Don't love how tight they feel on TX. Okay, good enough. Oh yes, I haven't even chosen the switch I'm going to use, right? Maybe I'll put up a vote here. I only have 3 switches that have enough for this build, I think. Because this uses what? Let's see, it's like approximately 62 here. And then there is 73, 77, and maybe like 20 over here. So yeah, it's like about 105 switches or so. So I have Nixies, MX Browns, and HMX Retro 1989 switches, or Game 1989 switches. So we can do a... Oh, it's not plugged in. Whoopsie. Oh, my kitty fell. Alright, switches on FR4 blade. So it's gonna be, I said Nixies, Cherry Nixies, Cherry MX Brown, and HMX Retro's Game 1989. These are linear. Alright, y'all can vote. Ooh, pretty tight vote. Not many voters, that said, but it's totally fine. If you are in the chat and you would like to vote for a switch, go ahead. I need my brown people to vote. It still looks like the HMX are gonna win. It's tight. Wow, there it is. GG. HMX switches today. For the people who say that I deny non-cherry switches, here it is. The votes have spoken. They win sometimes. Sometimes. Okay. Let's do some 205. Okay. So I can start with the 2Us. This is so messed up. Discord would have voted for Cherry. Yeah, Discord would have voted for Cherry for sure. My Discord is definitely biased. but also my Discord will be people who wouldn't be here for the stream. So it's like biased, but like not in the best way. Chat, step up your elitism. Diego, Discord is fake news? Wait, really? Since when? All my news I get from Discord, okay? I don't trust any news channels or articles. Psh. Discord only for news. Believe every word. Lightning Core fake news since K-pop channel was removed. There wasn't even one to begin with. There is a channel called #music. You can post in the music channel for K-pop, and that's fine. Everyone respects it. Heck, dude, K-pop is mainstream now. Thanks to, I guess, I can't say thanks to K-pop Demon Hunters, but I mean, it's certainly on the spotlight. Not that it ever wasn't. Korean man bans K-pop. Look, Mike, let's say you wanted to talk about GMK Cherry Love and people just posted gifs of K-pop things. Would you be happy? Maybe yes, maybe you would be. Maybe it could be Choeri. I would be happy to. Fair. Maybe I would be. Maybe, yeah. I mean, to be honest, in moderation, I don't mind it. I don't care. I don't really mind. I personally don't really care, but sometimes it was just like that was all that was put. I was like, I guess freedom of expression and all. They ranch, they camera walk, they shit post. That is my server for sure. Oh, and good morning. What is that? Gym enjoyers. Oh my god, Dr. Ua is alive. Arrived just in time. Arrived just in time to enjoy the gym. Lovely. Great timing. You in the afterlife, Drua? Yeah, what happened, Drua, huh? Can you tell us? Tell us more. Share with the class. Moderation is key. Now it's all ranch. Yeah, yeah. It just jumps from one topic to the next. Diego, come play block game with us? Why would I play block game? I don't even know what's so fun about it, specifically. Like, I need to understand. I need to understand the fun part of block game. Like, what do? You kill each other? Or do you just dig tunnels? Like, I did that when Minecraft first came out. I did that. I got my diamond shit and I went to the whatever it's called and you know, explored some more and did shit. And I know that people do like creative stuff on it and like build like really complicated things, but I mean that's like every sandbox game. So what's the charm now? Like, what do you do now? Like if someone says, "Hey, let's play," like what's the appeal? Is it like just building cool shit with your friends? Like I'm genuinely asking. I have no idea. Diego, if you had to pick 3 sets just for today, one classy, one fun, one honorable mention. Classy, maybe today or in general these days. I'm feeling like Honeywell looks really nice, so Honeywell maybe. One fun, I mean, if it's an upcoming set, I think the Gorokawa is really nice. The one by V. I think it looks very fun. Kind of combines the aesthetic of a few different sets. That's like pretty cool. And it's themed. It's really nicely done. One honorable mention. I actually really like that. What is that? Was it Tribal? It was that set that used like the new legends. I didn't like the legends obviously, but I like the rest of the set. It is kind of unfortunate that there are some sets that I personally can't use because I just don't like some of the like legends that they use, legend font, whatever. But was it the Tribal one? I think that set looked really fun and whatnot. I just couldn't stomach the rest of it, like the modifier choice and like the fonts and like that kind of stuff. No, see, vanilla is terrible. I hate the game as a whole, frankly speaking, but I personally enjoy a few aspects of it. In the sense of how melee players enjoy the game. Okay, yeah. So what? You still haven't said what you do. You still haven't said exactly what you do in block game. Do you play? Yeah. Do you play to kill each other? Do you play to build something and then do a certain thing? Like what do you do exactly? Like what's the mission? What's the goal? What's the approach you take? You start, you load the game up and you start a server from scratch with all the mods that you want, whatever. Okay? What do you do? What's the next thing? That's what I'm curious about. It's like, what's the appeal of logging in and doing something? Like, what do you do there? What do you do on Minecraft now? A server with mods and shit is just chill thing where you just fuck around and make stuff. Okay. See, that's the kind of answer I needed. And then okay, so what is this competitive thing? What's the competition? Competition on what? What do you compete for? Time trials? Like speed running? Like, oh, I need to complete this certain specific thing in a certain amount of time, so like that, like speed running stuff. PvP? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. I mean, this is like your answer is no different from people who tell me that they still play Diablo 2, right? To PvP or to do PvE at a certain level, or like just farm a ton, you know, or like play like hardcore or something for the thrill of like not dying. So I was kind of curious what the appeal on Minecraft really was these days, because I really don't know. But yeah, I certainly have not played any sandbox game for a while. Just generally speaking. You can do anything, which is the appeal of it? Okay. That's fair. That's fair. Maybe it is what's not as appealing to me at the end of the day. It's like, unless... It's like... Yeah, unless it was like a more regular thing where I had the time to do it, then sandbox type of thing where you can do whatever, just log in and do whatever, is definitely like fun. But it's like now it's like I don't feel like playing games where it's that open-ended, I guess. Kind of eventually, I mean, it depends on the people too, right? It's like if I'm playing alone versus other people and who is playing with and that kind of stuff. But yeah, I think the way to enjoy that with other people is that it's regular. Like you're regularly logging in to play with those people regularly. It's kind of hard to do though. For me. What are you playing now? Not much, honestly. I mean, I was thinking of picking up the Expedition 33 game. I just haven't yet. I play these days. I play Overwatch because my partner plays it, so we play casually, and then I still play Genshin because I still, you know, kind of enjoy following the lore and like the events and stuff like that. So that's like occasional. Even then, like Genshin, I barely play now. It's like I miss dailies often, and I only like do stuff enough just to complete like certain events or like certain things, and that's it. I used to be like much more serious about it in terms of like doing like all the exploration, getting all the chests or whatever, like that kind of stuff, because it's like open world, right? So you can do like whatever. But yeah, I don't do that as much anymore. I've been meaning to like pick up more single player stuff maybe, but haven't really had the chance to. We wanted to get that game that was developed by the same people who made like It Takes Two. Was it Split Fiction? Haven't picked that up yet, but yeah. I didn't get Switch 2, but I heard that the I heard that the new Donkey Kong game is pretty fun. Bonanza, I think. Anyway, you can play sandbox mode with other people in survival, or what I do is the opposite. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I used to play a lot of Terraria actually, but I also got bored of that too eventually. Got to like a lot of the upgrades and like build a nice house and all that stuff, and kept doing that, but then eventually got bored of logging in and doing it. Although I did like that Terraria had like more of a progression on like the bosses that you fight and that kind of stuff. Or you can launch creative and build a computer inside the game using redstone. I've seen that. Okay, I've seen the people who like model model memory and like storage and like stuff like that, basically like model computing in Minecraft using the redstone stuff, and it's super cool. Like basically you're just making gates, like logic gates, and making the game work for you. But I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's a lot. But also I'm not the type who like, I'm like, ooh, love that, I'm just totally gonna go in and do that. But it's very cool. I respect the people who do it. Totally do. I started Expedition 33. I like it. That shit's my worst nightmare. I still haven't beat the game technically in survival since I bought the game a bit over 10 years ago now. Yeah. I mean, that's just like me saying I bought Minecraft vanilla like a bajillion years ago now too. So Yeah, it's just like all the also all the or like all the single player games that I have on like Steam that I never finished. For example. Sorry. Okay. Anyway, enjoy life, everyone. Enjoy life as well, Soren. Do you have plans for the weekend? I hope you have fun. Okay, 6U. Done. Okay, so I was let's edit that build command now. These are, what are they called? HMX 80 Retros Game 1989. Okay, there. Okay, cool. Oh, whoops, missed the parenthesis, but okay, fixed. There. Okay, let's test the stabs real quick. Maybe I'll just steal the ones from here. Okay, sounds pretty good. Just keep going. Without seeing Slasher. So it's a nice set. Excited, Led Zepp already on the way. Oh yeah, nice. It finished so fast. It was like 4 months, something like that, I think. It's a very, very fast turnaround for GMK sets now. April, yeah, 4 months. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. We're kind of 4 months. It's like around the time when like I started the, I think GMK Terminal round 1 was like something like that. It was like very, very fast. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. Alright, should we stick with Slasher for now? This build is basically done, because some hot swaps is pretty fast. We can start with a top mount, and then we can go with gasket for this guy. Hugo, what's up? How do I get 2U keys on Topper to stop binding if I don't press it directly down in the center? Wait, why? Why are they? Well, actually, hold on. Before that, are you using OEM, or are you using MX? MXified stuff. Like, what parts are you using? Desk key slider. Which housing? Or sorry, not which housing, but like which? What build is this? What plate? It could be that the plate is really tight on the housing, or it could be that the slider is a little bit too thick, or it has like some flashing, like the plastic. Custom everything. What the? I mean, I do know people saying that, I mean, desk keys are usually pretty okay, but they do have some, I've heard of people say that they experience some, like, rubbing on it. I would just check that the slider actually fits in the housing okay. That's the first thing I would do, and then if it's not, then I would do it with, like a very fine, like high grit, or like fine grit, like sandpaper, like do like a little bit of wet sanding on it, but like I would be careful, but yeah. I would first check the slider and housing mounting first, and then I would argue like into like, look into like whether the what's that, the, see, housing, oh yeah, and then whether the rest of the parts are like getting in the way, like lube and things like that. I retooled my salamander case to stipulate TKL ECPCB custom plate. Okay, so let's say it's a custom plate, so I could see like tolerance issues there personally. Did you have any problems fitting the housings onto the plate? Like, does it feel too tight? And then, yeah. So I would do it systematically. Plate to housing, housing to slider, and then inside of the housing you have the wire and stuff. So anything that might feel a little tight or off. Because if it's binding despite things that you've already tried, like, you just have to go through it systematically and see if you can find the problem. Oops. Yeah. Right now it feels only like if I press on the left 2U slider portion only without a keycap, that it still sticks or fails to go down smoothly. Yeah, it kind of sounds to me like the slider is getting stuck on the housing. That's just what it sounds like. you know? Okay, let's try top mount on this first, and then we can try other stuff. The gasket afterwards. Should I pass this cable under the weight? Just kind of thinking that maybe I should. Oh wait. Oh no, it doesn't really have. Oh, actually, it doesn't have that cutout. Never mind. I'll just put it on. I listened to feedback. It's not Molex on the PCB. Yeah, I know. It's JST. JSTSH. Love the patina on the internal weight. Yeah, some people could love it and some people could hate it. I can see that. Some people really don't like patina. They think it's like nasty looking. I personally think it gives it some personality. I like it personally, but yeah. Buenas, Diego. Buenas, Susu. All right. Top mount on this first, I guess. Oh, all the lights are on. What are these? Are these also scroll lock, caps lock, and scroll lock and that kind of stuff? I should send the via Jason. Oh, okay. Okay. No worries. Take your time. Oh, whoopsie. Yeah? Okay, cool. I'm Giga retired. It's good to see you though. How are you doing though? Doing alright? I'll try to find a WOB ISO ES set. WOB ISO ES. Wait, does GMK sell WOB yet? They sell beige, but not WOB, right? I forget. Did they stock WOB yet? Nothing at the moment. Oh, okay. It's set to be RGB until you toggle the indicator on. Ah, okay. Thanks, Zupas. Okay, it loaded. So on the lighting, or GMK has WOB? Yeah, but yeah, it won't be international. I think that's the thing. I'm mostly still doing keyboard stuff in private now. I look very quietly. I'm still looking for a perfect split to come out. Oh, a perfect split. What are your like conditions for a split though? Like, do you need tenting? Do you need a specific grid layout? Like, are you ortho or do you staggered? Like, do you ever take a look at that Neo? Sorry, the QK Alice Duo when it came out. Needs arrow cluster. Everyone cuts it. Yeah. Okay. Needs arrow cluster. Oh, that's tough. Perfect split with an arrow cluster. That is tough, actually. A lot of people do cut it out, yeah. Because at the point of doing split, you don't want to do too big. I'm not sure. You're right. There's no split that does that. At least I can't think of one right this moment. I don't have a problem with ANSI. Oh, that's good. It's good to not have a problem with ANSI because ISO compat can be a bit of a pain in the butt. Working a travel split 75, but it's low profile. Oh, like low profile as in like chalk switches type. I'll do anything for a designer to do it. Maybe you should just, I feel like maybe you should just commission someone at this point. It can be costly, but it could be worth it. It depends. It depends. If it's motivated by like typing posture issues and things like that, like it could be worth it. I don't know. Got KS33. I like to travel and mix spacing. Ah, okay. Got it. Got it. Okay. I'll just take the lighting off for now. There. It's set to RGB right now, I think. Okay. Right. So we're here. artisans on this. I don't have that much like black and reddish stuff. I just realized. I linked the UK not ES. It's there. Oh, cool. They do have it. So they do actually have ES. Oh, that's awesome. That's pretty great. Maybe I'll just go with like a black look for these. Let me look actually. Hold on. Or you know what? Maybe I'll go with one of these. Alright. Got some artisans on this. Alright. Okay. Let's try this out. Okay. How's that? Is the reflection not that good? Maybe. There it is, though. Pretty sweet. There's a little marking on the side. Just the proto. Okay. Let's try this out. JLC proto things, just a little Sharpie, a little Sharpie on this, and it'll go away. At least it's black top. Le diré que se pase ANSI o ISO UK. Yo digo que mejor ANSI, porque la verdad es que ISO te cuesta más, entonces mejor usar ANSI, si se puede. All right. Oh, what the? Oh, whoops. Okay. Should be good. All right. Okay. All right. Let's try it out, folks. We have the CK980C. Currently build with these guys. These are the HMX 80 Retros Game 1989. These are 54 gram-ish bottom out, almost 4mm travel, long spring. These are pre-lube linears from HMX. These are currently on an FR4 plate. So this is FR4 plate top mount. And we have a GMK Slasher on the board. All right, let's try it out. Here we go. Ah. That sounds pretty nice. I think generally these like JWK or like HMX, these like more kind of like more like maybe like plasticky sort of sounding switches, they tend to sound pretty nice on the FR4. Also, I think the board has like nice and low clearance on the inside of the case, and it's nice and tight space in there, so I think it sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty nice. IMO. But yeah, it was designed with EC in mind. It just happens to have an MX PCB that's compatible for it, and it sounds pretty good. So it's good. It's good. Let me go through the mods. Brid, hello. Sounds good. Oh. All right. So there it is. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. All right. So let's try gasket mount, right? I think that I didn't get to do that, so let me install some new gaskets and try gasket mount. Yeah, it sounds pretty nice. Sounds pretty nice. Also, wait, Upas, you said JLC Proto? This is the JLC Proto service. I totally forgot that they had opened that service for manufacturing. Sorry that the gaskets will need to be cut. Oh wow. Would you say the quality is on par with the price? I assume JLC Proto would be pretty cheap, right? Or actually, I don't know. I don't know how they compared to other prototyping services now, but there are some expensive ones out there. I did hear that the JLC stuff is like okay for prototyping, but yeah, expect like issues here and there. Okay. It's not that cheap for the quality you get, but it's fast. Oh, okay, well, because if it's for the speed, then just have to keep that in mind. Okay, so I'm assuming I should install new gaskets for this, right? So I have the not pre-cut gaskets here. I can cut them to shape. So I need to install these new bottom ones. I guess all of them might as well, right? And then on the top piece, I need to check. Let's see. For a 1 unit MOQ, the price alright? That's fair. Yo todavía tengo por montar el Transition Light TKL, Diego. Veremos qué sale de ahí. Muy bien. ¿Qué le vas a poner para el build? De hecho, creo que alguien me va a mandar algo así. No sé si fue el Transition Light, pero bueno. Okay. You could reuse the bottom ones that are like 2 gaskets together. The top ones are missing though. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, top ones are missing. Yeah. Okay, cool. I'll start with the top and then go for the rest. I'll put the music on because it's kind of quiet. Okay. Right. Scissors. Maybe some tweezers. And en Keycaps estaba mirando Faro, por ejemplo, Stabs Neo. Stabs Neo son buenos. Switches HGG on red. Okay. Pretty good. I know customization is optimal here. If someone made you all choose a pre-made keyboard because you're on vacation or something, you had to pick one up. Price not a factor. Which one would you all buy? A pre-made one these days? What would you guys pick, actually? I haven't picked up a pre-made board for a while, but I feel like the Keychron stuff was, like, honestly okay for off-the-shelf stuff. I guess there is, like, you can always pick up, like, the classics, which is, like, Leopold. Right? But I don't know what you guys would pick. I mean, nowadays there's also like KD fans and some other stores, like, you know, they'll like offer built, like, pre-built services too, like where you can buy a kit, but then they'll like build it for you before they ship it out to you. Would you be able to test a USB hub on the board? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I can certainly do that. Nice, still going. Hola, Diego. Hello. 9, how are you? What are you up to today? Anything fun? Just got home from work. I see you're working on weekends. Well, hope work was not too bad. Got any plans for the evening? Just chillax. I'm heading out for dinner stuff later. So I actually need to wrap this up soonish. We're currently fine on time, but yeah. I think these are a little bit too long. Yeah. Se hace reír, Diego. Finalmente tengo un croma a mi gusto montado. ¿Cómo? No estoy 100% seguro que te entendí. Yeah, just chill. Yeah, sounds like a plan. Okay. Morado y negro y Keycaps Purity fans, black and white. Artisan de Mr. Ma. Oh, muy bien. Muy bien. No me río. Alright, let's see. So, maybe I'll replace some of these gaskets that are two parts. They look a little ugly. And they're not fully covering, so. Mi primer 60% en halo. ¿Ya te acostumbraste al layout? Alright. Probably these guys here. That's fine. Okay, I think that's good enough. Well, I have a few that I can replace, like for slightly better isolation. Like this one. I have 4 more pieces I can use, so I'm gonna replace the ones that look least nice. 1, I think 2. Three and 4. There, that's it. Fulalo es raro, me faltan teclas. Ya te vas a acostumbrar. Si quieres intentar, puedes tratar de poner el HHKB layout para las teclas direccionales y ver si te puedes acostumbrar a eso. Pones el FN cerca del lado derecho, en la esquina derecha, por el frente, y pones el arrow cluster cerca del típico del HKB y ver si te puedes acostumbrar. Okay, I think that's it. Gaskets. Any ugly ones? I have like one more I can just replace, but I think they all look pretty okay. So maybe this one. Some fresh gaskets on. Okay, that's it. Alright, so I was told that these kind of do self-alignment. So what you do is you install the gaskets, and then what you do is, so that you can kind of let it align by itself, is what you can do is you can put the plate on as if it were top mount, and then you put some of the screws on so that it kind of lines up on the plate, and then you remove the screws after you put the this top piece that has the gaskets on the bottom side of the top of the back side of the case. So I can show you guys how I do that. So I would do this. Just corners should be enough. Maybe I'll put one more here. Okay. So then you guys, let's see. So you put this on, right? Then just make sure that everything lines up. And then we're gonna put these smaller screws for the gasket sandwich. So I put 1, 2, and 3. Right, so I have this top piece. So this currently has the gaskets, but the top mount screws are still in there. So after you put this on, so you have a nice isolated gasket sandwich, you can remove the top mount screws from their current positions just by accessing them from the top here. So you can just go ahead and remove the top mount screws. Out. Okay, so now we have a nice isolated gasket sandwich, and then the bottom ones will just align themselves on their own. Okay, make sure nothing gets pinched here. Okay. And you can start with the center screw in the back. And do opposites. Okay, and then the gasket mount is done. So now we have full gasket mount. Okay, these leftover gaskets I can toss out for now because they're old. Put these top mount screws in this bag for now so I don't lose them. All right, there it is. All right, so now we got gasket mount. Let's try it. Ooh, I have a column shorting. I think it's the cable. Let me see if it's is it actually shorting or no? Oh yeah, something's shorting. Something is shorting. I think it's from the cable pushing. Yeah, it's just a one column num key, not numpad, number key 1, QA, and win key for whatever reason. So earlier I pressed the key and then like opened the win key shortcut. I was like, oh, it's shorting somewhere. Let me double check. Yeah, I think it's maybe this. And then let me just make sure everything is good here. Okay. Okay. Let's see if it shorts again. Fingers crossed. Yeah, something's shorting here. Win key is still pressed, I think. Wait, let me see. Yeah, win key is shorted right now. Huh. Weird. 1 QA. The Z is fine, but the win key is shorting. Everything else is okay. Yeah. 90K. Do you think the compression's not sufficient, Upas? And it's touching the case? I can put a piece of paper and see what happens. Do you think it's the sockets touching? I'm actually not sure, because it didn't happen earlier with the top mount. So I'm wondering if it's just a little bit too thick. And it certainly didn't happen with the EC, because the EC doesn't really protrude all the way down. So weird. I tested with the compression. There's more space than usual under the PCB2. Oh yeah? Huh. Then I wonder why this column would compress. Let me see. See the socket. Let me double check here. I'll remove some of the keys that are delinquent of this right now. Let's see how they do. If you plug in without assembling, does it short still? Yeah, I'm going to try and do that. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try plugging it in without actually assembling it all the way. And then just laying it on top, right? keys one by one. Okay, that seems okay right now. That seems okay right now. That seems alright now. Okay, so right now it seems good. So I'm gonna now go ahead and close the case. Maybe put a couple of corner screws and then just see. Okay, I just put corner screws and I didn't put the middle ones. Okay, that seems. Oh, the left column does short when I press the numero. Yeah, wait, I do have some shorting here. Do have some shorting. So I'm not sure. It wasn't shorting before I put the case screws, so yeah, I think as it gets compressed, it's shorting something. Yeah. That's so weird. I didn't experience that during my testing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's like, I wonder if it's too low or something. Let me check the hot swap sockets. Maybe one of them is popped out or something. Doesn't seem like it, but there should be enough clearance underneath too. Test again with the Final Pro when it comes in and try to figure out how to rate Pro. The weird part is that it was different columns. Oh, yeah, that is pretty weird. That is pretty weird. You know what? Let me try putting like a piece of material on the case, like a paper or something, and then do that. Alright, I just have some paper towel. I'm gonna put it on the only side of the case that actually has the issue. You try taking out the brass for more clearance. It won't sound the same though. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna try putting something underneath here and hope that it doesn't short. So I think it was only on the left side too, so that was weird. Okay, I mean, I can just like compress it with my hand, close it, and see how it does. Put these keycaps on. That seems okay so far. Yeah, that seems okay. So yeah, I guess it is shorting somewhere. It might be the hot swap socket. Might be one of the like the pins or something on the sockets. Yeah, I don't I don't see it now, so. Yeah. Yeah, I just put a piece of paper for now. Seems to do it. But yeah. I do wonder. Make sure it's resolved. Sounds good. Yeah, it definitely didn't happen on top, so I imagine it's the extra slight bit of extra thickness down. Okay. But for top mount enjoyers, no worries. Okay. All right, there it is. Okay. I think we're good now. All right. Let's try this out. We got gasket mount this time. So this is gasket mount, the Game 1989 HMX switches, same build. FR4 plate. Let's give it a shot. All right, here we go. All right, so there it is. A little bit more muted sound on this with the full isolation gasket, but a bit more consistent on the alphas. I do think I prefer top mount. It gives it a little bit more pop to it, especially like the spacebar and such. So I think I prefer spacebar on this particular build. I mean, prefer top mount on this specific build with this FR4 plate. So, all right, going to the mods. Sounds pretty good. Not much resonance in the case. But yeah, I can imagine that if you took out the brass piece, it would sound a lot different. Probably more echoey, perhaps. But it sounds nice. It's a nice sounding build, to be honest. Check it from the top. So it looks like. And take a look at the case one last time here. Alright, so there it is. This is the EK I mean the CK980C. This is GMK Slasher on this. Currently has a black FR4 plate. This is a black unit with red accent on the back. Has a nice USB hub. Oh yeah, someone did ask me to test the USB thing, right? So for example, if I wanted to, let's say, power this, and then I wanted to grab a random cable. So let me just grab one of my cables here. What the? Whoops. Hold on. This cable is stuck. Let me try this one instead. Power that with this, and then I'll grab one of my cables here. Just take that, and then let's say I wanted to plug in a different thing. Let's say that other keyboard that I had. I'm not sure if that worked or not. Oh, whoops. I unplugged this other one. Okay, there. So, yeah, there it is. This one's powered up. This one's working too. So, right now I have 2 keyboards plugged in. So, you know, this keyboard is typing this sample text. I can hit enter on this and that works. Yeah, so CK980C has USB pass-through at 5 Gbps. So pretty nice. So you can actually put this, like, you know, I can put in my USB dongle for my mouse, things like that. But yeah, you get two extra ports, so it works quite nicely. So yeah. Okay. Yep, so that's what it's like. Yeah, it does look nice with Slasher though. Here from the side. So yeah, that's all we got for this build here. Put this little guy on. Yeah, the CK980C from Mr. Upas, both EC and MX compatible. Quite nice. All right, so yeah, any last minute questions or anything like that? I think I'm basically done with today's build. We showed EC, did MX. I can certainly put typing sound videos for both later. And yeah, as far as the info for the board, it's on Keycaps already, but it's going to run between late this month, August 29th through September 28th, and then it ships next year. It starts at $360 for MX and $375 for EC, or $385 rather if you want OEM compatible parts. It does have an MOQ of 100, so if you're interested in purchasing it and want to support the project, definitely do participate, because it, you know, if it doesn't hit MOQ, then it can't get made. So I have a weird question you have to answer. What is more expensive on your keyboard showcase, the board itself or the artisans you put on? The artisans do pile up, so maybe the artisans. But sometimes the boards can be also pretty expensive. It depends. It depends. But the artisans do get expensive after, like, you know, a while. So yeah, I think that's all I got for today. I gotta go soon, so I'm gonna see if there is anybody currently streaming or anything, and we can go through a raid over there. Let me see if there is anybody actually though. Oh, I don't really think there's. Well, there's Mango Keeps doing a Geon board build. I'm not sure which one. Yeah. Oh, did I put that in or no? Let me see it light up. Oh, there. Plugged it into the wrong port. Okay. Alright, so Mango Keeps, maybe? Alright. Alright, let's go raid Mango Keeps. Anyway, thank you all for stopping by. I will see you guys this coming week. I should have a few other builds coming up. I think the Neo 65 Core Plus is coming soon. I have a couple of commissions I need to build as well. The 2 for TKL I also need to build. So you'll be seeing me build those pretty soon. There is also the QRFRL 100, which I think got renamed from the Bloody Easy, coming soon as well. So you'll be seeing that as well. Alright folks, I'll see y'all later. I hope you guys have the good rest of your afternoon. Happy Saturday, happy weekend. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Bye-bye. Have fun.